Today, we have a brand new story in the Kitchen of Surprises. And we also have a new challenge. Can you find the hidden star in the story? On a quiet morning inside a wide kitchen filled with shiny utensils and baskets of colorful fruits and vegetables, little Olive sat calmly in a wooden bowl while her cheerful friend Cucumber moved around with endless energy. They were both watching the chef, who was preparing to make a very special recipe he had written down on a small piece of paper. But suddenly, the chef began searching everywhere, flipping through his notes nervously and muttering, "Where did the recipe go? It's gone." For a moment, the kitchen went silent. Then everyone started talking at once. The tomato said, "Maybe it fell on the shelf." The carrot said, "No, I think it's in the cupboard." The potato mumbled, "It could be in the basket of straw." Cucumber jumped excitedly and said, "Don't worry, I'm an expert at searching. I'll find it myself. That paper won't escape me." Olive smiled calmly and said, "Search as much as you like, Cucumber, but remember, there is someone who already knows where the paper is, even before we start looking." Cucumber frowned in confusion and asked, "Who?" "Do you mean the chef?" Olive replied with a gentle smile, "No, Allah, the all-knowing. He knows what we know and what we don't. He knows every little detail, even that tiny piece of paper that is missing." The search began in the kitchen, and it turned into a scene full of funny moments. The tomato rolled under the table, laughing. "Nothing here but dust." The carrot stretched himself up to check the cupboard, but some cups tumbled down with a clatter. The potato tried to jump into a metal pot and landed inside it, making a sound like a drum. As for Cucumber, she dashed into a big bowl full of flour. When she came out, she was covered in white powder from head to toe, sneezing. "Ah, Chew! This isn't the place for the paper, it's only a place for dust." Everyone burst into laughter. Olive looked at her friends thoughtfully and said, "Do you see, my friends? We only know a little. We search here and there, guessing places that might be right or wrong. But Allah, the all-knowing, knows everything. He knows where the paper is, and He even knows the thoughts inside our hearts before we speak them." Everyone went quiet, as if thinking about her words. Suddenly, rays of sunlight and wind entered through the kitchen window and shone on the large basket of vegetables in the corner. The basket shifted slightly, and the small piece of paper appeared beneath it. Cucumber jumped with joy, shouting, "Here it is!" "I found it. Glory be to Allah. I never thought it would be here." Olive came closer and said kindly, "Yes, we didn't know where it was, but Allah, the all-knowing, knew its place from the very beginning. We must always remember that nothing is hidden from His knowledge." Cucumber smiled shyly and said, "You're right, Olive. From today I will never forget that Allah, the all-knowing, knows everything about us, our words, our thoughts, and even our secrets." The chef returned happily, holding the paper once again, and began preparing the recipe while all the ingredients laughed and played joyfully. And so the day ended with many lessons, but the most important one was that everyone learned that Allah is the all-knowing. Nothing is hidden from Him, whether on earth or in the heavens. If you love a fun place where you can learn exciting stories about Allah and beautiful values like patience, strength, and honesty, subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell so you can enjoy the new weekly stories we share with you with love.